looking at the stream, I don't know why I just randomly caught my eye now. I remember saying this before the stream, but the little window that we have on the stream, like where a video would normally play,
Mm-hmm.
we got these like sparkling lights, and I don't know what triggered it, but I just genuinely thought like they looked like Teostra dust for a hot second. And I went, oh.
Maybe it was like, oh.
I just went, oh, crap.
PTSD.
Well, you know, like in Freedom Unite, it was like barely visible. Like the way to tell if a Teostra or a Lunastra was gonna do the close or the far powder was like the color of the powder. So if it was like, I think it was like if it was yellow, it was doing the close range one. If it was orange, it would do the long range one. The chat room told me this, and I swear to God, I think I had like a 50% success rate in distinguishing whether or not the dust was yellow or orange. And at one point, I was just actually convinced my chat room was just gaslighting me and making me think I was crazy that I couldn't tell the difference.
Oh man.
I just don't get hit by it. That's all.
Okay, all right. Hey, have you
I
played?
don't care
Well,
what
have you
color it
played?
is, just don't touch
Karada,
me.
play, fight Freedom Unite Lunastra, and let me know how it goes. You know
I can get
the
there
the
first.
charge that Lunastra and Teostra do, where they just like run forward at you.
Yeah.
They'll
I hate that move. by the
in
way.
Freedom Unite. They would actually lead you. Like if you were sprinting one way,
Like
they
if
would
you turned.
yeah they would lead you. So they would try to cut you off. It's so diabolical.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, it is so diabolical. I think what the game's doing is it's like calculating like where your hunter is going to be in like
Most
about
likely,
like
and
half a
then-
second, and
yeah.
then it's like it adjusts the trajectory of the charge. It was so diabolical.
Yeah.
So they set it so it'll curve that way to be like,
Yep.
oh, you thought?
Yep, yeah.
That's kind of
Imagine if
cool.
they-
That actually is. I like that though.
Imagine if they brought back that AI. Oh my gosh.
And then everyone have to learn how to do that quick turn.
Yeah.
I just really like with the Teostra and Lunastra fights that like you can tell when it's building up to like a Nova attack, and it's just like how it looks in Rise. It's just so good.
The flames
You know?
look very like painterly, you know? And
And
I'm
I
sure
like
it's just
that
to yeah.
style.
And I'm sure it's just to like conserve horsepower on your Switch so it doesn't burst into literal flames.
Oh yeah.
But like it looks really stylistic and cool. I love it. I love the way the fire looks.
I think it's just like I don't know. It's just a mix up of different styles, and I just really appreciate it. It's just
Mhm.
like it's kind of refreshing to see it after the particle.
Whoa, world, yeah.
Yeah, the particle mess of world. I guess you could
And
say
on the
not
PC version
necessarily
of
mess.
like the PC version of like Teostra and the Rotten Veil literally making people's PCs shit themselves.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
someone came out with like a mod for a performance patch before Capcom actually came out with an official performance patch.
They really?
Yeah.
Somebody got just so fed up with it. I said, I'll do it myself."
Literally, and they did the same with like because PC version
Oh,
also had
man.
bugged textures that were low resolution textures, and someone like just modded like here's your high resolution texture pack.
Oh, when you would like look at
For
the
one patch of dirt.
Well,
just...
no. You know when you would like look at Remobras or like anything that's from a distance, and they would go at like 2 frames a second.
Oh,
or
yeah,
something?
yeah,
It was
yeah.
so weird.
Yep. Yeah.
It was just like it was so out of place and so awkward to look at.
Well, while we're on this subject, we might as well talk about the rumors, and it is rumors about a potential Switch Pro. And the only reason I put this topic on the docket is because it does affect Monster Hunter.
Mhm.
If a Switch Pro does come out, now it is a rumor, but a lot of sites have been picking this up. So like I have the Eurogamer article up now. Nintendo Switch Pro reveal expected before E3, probably for investors mostly, so that they know that they're gonna be working on that stuff. But it's probably aimed at the new Pokemon Legends game, like the open world Pokemon game.
Oh, true.
I don't know if you guys remember that trailer, but it looked like a tech demo.
Yeah.
Didn't look great. Didn't look great, but I feel like Monster Hunter Rise would. I mean, Monster Hunter Rise already runs like really well
Oh yeah.
on the Switch. Surprisingly well. Like holy shit, the RE engine is pulling some black magic wizardry.
I
out of
know.
its
It's
ass.
just really smooth.
Yeah, you got 4
Like-
hunters with like 4 Palamutes all going out at once on this Teostra, and it's still like maintaining 30 frames. It's incredible.
Well, I mean, I was even just like so scared with the game as well because I'm sure a lot of people ran into this bug in the demo where you had like plus like if you had like 50 friends on your friends list, like
Mm,
your game when you played online would just like
Oh,
take a absolute crap. Like
yeah.
yeah.
the frame rate was so bad. It actually made me sick at some points. I was like, I can't play this. Like it's
I
I'm
think
sorry, but like I had to remove so many people from my friends list and I'm still trying to add people back.
that had less to do with the hardware itself, and it had more to do with Nintendo
I,
switching to the new network infrastructure.
yeah.
Because
Yeah.
because Monster Hunter Rise is actually the first game utilizing this new network infrastructure that Nintendo switched over to. So I think the reason why they limited the demo for Monster Hunter Rise was because they wanted to get that data to like then fix all the little bugs and stuff that were affecting that new network. And I think one of them was the friend list thing, because friend list quantity is like directly related to the network infrastructure. So I don't know if like that somehow affected it. So
Yeah.
and that's why you never see
Well,
that bug anywhere else on the Switch.
yeah, no, I mean Capcom did confirm that like they got the reports about like that bug and everything, and they like full on said on Twitter, like, we can confirm that this bug won't be present in the full game, which was really nice, but it was just kind of, still frustrating for the first, couple of months that we were playing the demo.
You
It
know what's?
just,
It makes it really funny when like when you're complaining about it on stream, and then the chat members are like, "Oh, I don't understand, Tab. It runs fine for me. What's wrong with you?" And I'm like, "Oh, so you don't have any friends? Okay."
yeah.
I know I say some really mean stuff,
Yeah.
but that one hurt.
Tab, I don't
Well, it was
understand. It
just
runs well. Oh, so you don't have friends? Okay, thanks for letting me know that, buddy.
no,
Oh
but
my
that's
God.
literally how it is, and I feel bad, but
Oh.
it's like that is how it is. Like so many people in my chat said like, no, my game's running fine. I was like, really?
Oh.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
really?
Really?
Oh,
Oh.
Oh,
people have you played
interesting.
with?
Interesting, Mister. I have no friends.
Ow.
Oh man! I also noticed that amongst all the articles that we were linking, they
Mhm.
all reference specifically that was it Bloomberg or
Yeah,
whatever?
it was a Bloomberg report, and Bloomberg is they're very investor heavy and kind of reliable. So there's been like a plethora of like Switch Pro rumors for like the last like I feel like 3 years.
Yeah.
But this is the one where it's
Mm.
like, oh, this one's looking pretty likely.
Did you
But
see the one that I posted
oh yeah, let
earlier
me
today? This one was posted apparently yesterday,
Giz
but it
China.
mentions how that Switch Pro was
Mm-hmm.
apparently on like Amazon Mexico like listing for
Mm.
Amazon. So I don't know why they would throw that in there by accident, but
Yeah,
that was
Amazon
enough for me
listings
to
are
be like,
always
they
like,
did
yeah,
what?
those are always kind of hit or miss for me. Cause like I remember like there are a ton of reliable Amazon listing leaks. Tons. A lot of them are for like remasters of games. That's how like a lot of people knew about the I think the Twilight Princess HD remaster was leaked on Amazon because of that. But
Oh, true. Yeah.
has also been ones where it's like, oh, Amazon Italy it leaked Bloodborne 2. It's like
Italy.
Italy,
Italy.
Itally,
I tell.
Yeah.
Itally.
Oy, oy, oy.
But it's like, I of course take all these rumors with a grain of salt, but I think it does make for an interesting conversation around Monster Hunter Rise itself and how it would benefit from a Switch Pro. Like,
Oh yeah.
I mean, it already runs so well, and the load times are like super fast. Like, remember
Well,
trying to load into the grinding lands? I said,
oh,
I just said grinding lands by accident.
but
No, you got it right.
But
that is
yes,
yeah,
does
that is
apply.
what it
Like,
is.
yeah,
Hiding lands, but yes.
like literally on PS4, like a full, I felt like 2 minutes to load in.
Oh yeah, no. When I used to stream Monster Hunter World on PS4, it literally had to turn into a podcast whenever I was either trying to load into the Guiding Lands or into Celiana. It was so bad,
Yeah,
especially if I was in an online hub.
yeah.
It was just
Imagine.
like What?
Me running the PS5, not having to worry about any of this.
Ugh.
Yeah, imagine you using
what's a
your
PS5?
PS5.
No.
What's a PS5? I've never heard of it.
Oh, it's just a really cool thing that takes up too much space on my desk that I never turn on.
I've never seen one. In fact, I'm convinced they're fake. I'm convinced everyone who has a PlayStation 5 is just faking it. You just like took a piece of cardboard and then like gave it like a white vest.
God, I'm sure you're staring at it right now.
Look at it right now.
Yeah,
In all its
look-
glory.
Look at your
powered off
little
forever.
little light up cardboard piece
God.
of shit,
I played
motherfucker.
Call of Duty for 30 minutes, and all that was just installing the game that never fully installed. It was so dumb, bro.
I know. Like,
The most powerful piece of hardware, and I'm
It
stuck
was-
on downloading the game while I have a physical disc. I'm
well, yeah, because like we were
what?
in a call that one night, and you
Ugh.
literally shared your screen with me of just like how long it was gonna take for it to install, and it said something crazy. It was like,
It was like 9 hours, and I was like,
yeah.
Well, like on the subject of PlayStation 5, though,
yeah.
it kind of goes back to why the roadmap for Rise might seem so barren. Do you think they're trying to get more hands on deck to work on the next generation Monster Hunter game? Like
Already?
the first 6th generation? Yeah, 6th generation Monster Hunter game on new hardware. I feel like that's gonna have to be a lengthy development
Like
cycle.
on the Switch Pro or whatever.
On
though,
the
or-
PlayStation
if
5.
I was gonna say this earlier,
Okay.
but I feel like if they're gonna be, if like let's say a Switch Pro does come out, I think instead of a 6th gen, I think it's just gonna be the
Rise
Ultimate
Ultimate.
version.
Rise Ultimate,
Yeah.
Yeah,
It'll be
like
Rise-
the
yeah.
Rise
Be able to
Ultimate
play
will
it from
be.
PC, Switch, and PlayStation. Xbox,
Oh, yeah.
though.
yeah.
Well, yeah, because they're not gonna put probably just Monster Hunter Rise on the Switch Pro. They'll just upgrade it to Ultimate at that point, you
Mhm.
know?
Yeah.
Like upgrade everything.
And
So
it'll come out at like the same time
honestly-
as PC, probably.
my assumption is the reason why they're releasing less now is to prepare it for the PC version.
Mm.
Because that still needs to come out in
Oh, then when they
2022.
update
Yeah.
everything together, they'll release something crazy
Exactly.
like Behemoth
Yeah.
again. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Like the less that
Huh.
they have to work on for the PC version, the better.